I have 7 lipomas in my body.
Okay.
But that didn't stop me from removing my own lipoma.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Today we're talking about how Dr. Pimple Popper let a guy do surgery on himself. Let's get right into the video. Who is Dr. Pimple Popper?
Hi guys, it's Dr. Sandra Lee. You guys also know me as Dr. Pimple Popper.
Dr. Sandra Lee is a dermatologist and star of TLC's new series, Dr. Pimple Popper, and is famous for her lighthearted bedside manner. But in the latest episode of the series, which aired Wednesday night, one patient encountered sapped Lee's cheerfulness in an instant. That patient, identified only as Nick, admitted that he removed one of his own fatty tumors at home, without anesthesia, leaving a deep indented scar. This confession leaves Lee visibly distressed, but by the end of the episode, she transforms it into a teaching moment. Her message to viewers is crystal clear: surgery is not a DIY project.
That didn't stop me from removing my own lipoma.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Nick has 7 lipomas and removed one by himself. During the episode, Nick, a 27-year-old resident of Seattle, explains that he's been living with 7 lipomas, usually benign fatty tumors that grow just under the skin. His lipomas are fairly small, from grape-sized to egg-sized, as explained by Nick.
Some of them range from the size of a small grape to a large egg.
But the ones on his back cause discomfort when he sits for long periods of time. I have 7 lipomas in my body, Nick explained during their consultation. Unfortunately, I can't get lidocaine because I'm not a vet, a nurse, or a doctor, but that didn't stop me from removing my own lipoma. Nick also explains that he's a DIY enthusiast. This enthusiasm is so great, in fact, that Nick actually dug a lipoma from his leg with no anesthesia, then posted the video of the home surgery on YouTube for other people to see. As a do-it-yourselfer, I started going online and looking into how I could treat myself at home, Nick said. I concluded that a lipoma could be easily removed at home with nothing more than a scalpel. So I decided the next big step was to become a doctor from YouTube. I watched many videos regarding how to remove lipoma from one's body. After that, I put on my glove, grabbed my blade, sterilized the area, and started to slice into my body. It actually only hurt for the first layer, and after that, you couldn't feel it. The DIY surgery went well, but there was no way for Nick to reach the lipomas on his back for more DIY removal. So he came seeking Dr. Lee's help. The past few days, I've been trying to wrap my head around the idea that I'm actually going to get a surgery performed by Dr. Sandra Lee. Nick said in a short interview filmed outside Lee's office just before his initial consultation. I think she'll be impressed with the minimal blood loss I was able to obtain without any kind of medical injection during my DIY removal. Dr. Lee is not thrilled when Nick reveals his DIY surgery.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You removed your own lipoma and you didn't use numbing?
No.
When Nick explained his DIY surgery to Dr. Lee, her smile faded instantly. To Nick's surprise, Dr. Lee was far from impressed by Nick's procedures. When Nick tries to show her the YouTube video, Dr. Lee immediately refuses and calls it disgusting and unhygienic.
That's an X-Acto knife. This is disgusting.
No, it's not.
It's disgusting. It's animal.
Nick responds by calling the video educational and will help others learn from it, to which Dr. Lee responds, "No, it's not educational, and this is what not to do. I can't believe that he took this lipoma into his own hands. I can't believe that he removed it by himself in his shed," she said.
No, it's not educational. This is what not to do.
The dermatologist asked to see a scar, and that's when Nick knew he was in trouble. Dedicated Dr. Pimple Popper fans might already know that Lee has an aversion to homemade popping videos. People think I want to see big pops and will send me a video of a huge cyst someone else has squeezed at home, or even a horse or cow abscess. I get shivers even thinking about it, she continued. I can't and won't look at these videos. I wonder if that was sterile environment. Was the patient or animal in pain? Will they have terrible life-threatening infection after and be left with a horrendous scar? When I do my own procedures and surgeries, I'm in control, and I know that it is a calm, sterile, painless environment.
I can't believe that he removed it by himself.
These are the only kinds I can watch, she said in an insider interview. Lee's taste in popping videos raises an important point that dermatologists have long been expressing to the public. DIY popping is risky business. Without local anesthesia, sterile tools, and an actual expert at the helm, removing skin growth can cause pain, infections, and permanent scars. And even if you love watching them, you shouldn't look to these videos for instruction. When it comes to pops on your own skin, you'll save yourself the pain and worry if you see a medical professional for help.
He is going to take his other lipomas in his hands if I don't intervene.
She then removes 3 of his lipomas the humane way.
All right, 3 of them, okay? Let me get my girls and help set up.
Okay.
Nick's scar is indented. It's stretched. It's a good example of a homemade scar, Dr. Lee told the camera. I don't know if I'm going to use any numbing on you. You deserve the pain, she told him.
I'm pissed off at you now.
All right,
I
so
don't know if we're gonna use any numbing on you.
the largest one I
You
got.
deserve it.
When Nick showed Dr. Lee the lipoma on his back, she noted that the only reason he didn't remove it was because he couldn't, and he agreed.
And this one
The
started.
only reason you don't remove that, you can't remove that one, you see? So I should
I'm
let
trying.
Lee examines the remainder of Nick's lipomas, and even though she said she's pissed off at him, she opts to remove 3 of them. I am not pleased with Nick right now, but I also feel that he is going to take his other lipomas in his hands if I don't intervene, Lee said during the episode.
I am not pleased with Nick right now.
I'm going to show him the humane way to remove a lipoma. Dr. Lee went ahead and removed the 3 lumps, but she made him promise that he would never take a knife to his skin ever again. Slowly but surely she does, injecting each site with anesthesia, cutting open the skin, and wrestling out the stubborn growth. He kind of dodged a bullet the first time, but who knows what is going to happen the next time. Nick had 2 more lipomas that he needed removed, and Dr. Lee was gravely concerned that he would try to cut them out himself if she didn't help him. She also explains exactly why his DIY effort was so dangerous. There are so many risk factors that come into my mind when I think of Nick. Lee said, I mean, what if he had hit a big artery and he couldn't stop it from bleeding? The numbing that I put in, not only does it numb you, but it also constricts local blood vessels so that you bleed less. Also, decreasing the risk of infection, which could severely damage the tissues and make the situation worse for Nick.
Whoa, that's bigger than it looked.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that one looks like chicken though.
The episode offers an important teaching moment. I can see that Dr. Lee was genuinely concerned about me doing more surgeries in the future, so I 100% will take it seriously. Dr. Lee explained how performing DIY surgery is certainly dangerous and could result in other severe conditions that may take years to recover from, he said. Lee also used the opportunity to send viewers a strong but simple message. Nick's case reminds me that I present these videos and I might make it look simple, she said, but don't try this at home. And after all that tension, the episode ends with a feel-good twist. Lee said in a voiceover that 8 weeks after his surgery, Nick had healed up perfectly, started to raise chickens, and even named one of his birds Dr. Sandra Lee. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.